So, how to set up a referral program with Gather? This is where we jump on to quick um, the quick demo. So, if you just bear with me, I'm just going to share my screen now, and I'll do that. So now you should see my screen, which I'll bring up here. Okay, so this is a typical account area in Gather here, and I think um, many of the attendees here will be familiar with Gather as a customer anyway, and so a lot of this might be familiar, but obviously I'm demoing the tiered referral system or the milestone referral system that we've added recently. So this is a typical uh, dashboard area where you've got a lot of handy metrics here. The list of advocates is what you have here, and to say this is just dummy data that I've put in there. This tells you that this person has sent 2 referrals and has 2 referrals that have been successful. No pending referrals at the moment, and here you can see the successful referrals, the list of successful referrals that they made. This tells you that it's been synced to Shopify. The data here has been synced to Shopify. The basically the editor is where we get to edit many of the touch points, many of the messaging and the interfaces that our referrers or our advocates see. So this is a pop-up which appears on your site to trigger customers to refer. This is the email invitation that your customer sends to their friend, so you can actually change the custom messaging around here. This is quite nifty, which is called the retargeting email. So if your customer tries to refer a friend and they don't complete the process, they get a retargeting email that say, "Hey, you can just forward this email to a friend." So say if your customer is on the bus or on public transport, they receive your invitation and they don't complete it because they get distracted or whatever. They then receive an email here to to prompt them to just forward the email to a friend, which makes it a lot easier. The social media invitation or the Facebook invitation, this gives you a way to customize the Facebook message that your customer sends to their friend when they invite them. The preferences section has basically a whole host of ways you can customize your referral program and switch things on and off. For example, you can switch referral with email on, or you can switch referral with social media on or off. Um, and this is a good module here, which is called the fraud detection system, which basically prevents customers from self-referring. And there'll always be a small number of customers that self-refer themselves, and you can do that by preventing it. For some of our customers, this is a valuable tool, and for some, it's not so much. So it's a decision that you have to make. And this tells you the campaign type, which is the subscriber referral program that we have here, because this is a newsletter referral program that I have that I'm demoing at the moment. This section here tells you how to integrate your referral program. So we'll go through this a little bit later. This is your branding section here, where you would get to upload the 2 banners. So this banner is what your customer sees when they refer a friend. So this, you have here a lot of your branding and your call to action, and this is the banner that your customer's friend sees when they get an invitation or a Facebook invitation on social media, etc. The thing that I wanted to demonstrate to you here, which is the new reward system. So this is the tiered reward system, which we're super excited about, and this is where you can define the different rewards. So here I've prepared this earlier, where I added 3 tiers here. So these are the tiers here. There's a tier called Join the Facebook Group, the tier called the Mug, and the tier called the Special Newsletter. So the Facebook group one is a exclusive Facebook group reserved only for valued members. And to qualify for that, you need to refer 5 friends. Here, which is this section here, basically allows you to define how you would reward the advocate and how you would reward the friend. So this one here says same rewards for advocates and the referred friends. So when a referral happens, then the advocate gets the same type of reward that the friend also gets. This setting here says that advocates receive different rewards to their referred friends. This one here says rewards for advocates' friends only. So only the friend gets a reward and the advocate doesn't get a reward. And here it says neither your advocates or their friends receive a reward. So it's a referral that's non-incentivized, or only your advocates receive a reward. So these are all the different types of referral rewarding that you can do for this particular tier. So it's incredibly flexible to suit your type of business, etc. Um, and then here you have settings for the advocate and settings for the friend. So in the advocate, you can choose whether they when they receive a reward. Is it when they complete, when they refer all 5 friends that they receive a reward, or is it when they each time they refer a friend? So if they refer 1 friend, they'll get a reward. When they refer 2 friends, they get a reward. All the way up to 5 friends, they also get a reward. And again, some businesses work better with this and that. And obviously, if you have any questions about that, then feel free to ask me through the email. So this is the same for the friends side of things. This allows you to define how friends redeem their reward. So do they get a coupon code, or do they get a link? And so and obviously here you don't get to define what reward an advocate gets, because I have actually said here that the rewards are for the friends only. So if I was to change that to say the advocates receive a different reward to their friends, then this will update this screen here, where then I can then define whether, sorry, I can define here whether I want my advocate to receive a coupon code, for example, or a code to redeem somewhere when they make a referral, or whether they receive a link. So a link is a good way to reward your customers or their friends by forwarding them to a page where they can, say, download an ebook, or they can get a discount code, or they can register for an event, or it could be the private Facebook group. So this is how you can kind of do it with that. When you choose a code, you get to upload a code using this module here. Eventually, the codes appear at this section here, where you get to see the codes and whether they've been used or not. So I think one of my tiers here already has codes, which I will show you. It's not this one. Maybe it's the mug. Yeah. So here is an example here where you've got all those codes. These are all unique codes, the one-time use codes per customer, and it tells you here whether a referral has been made with those codes or not. So there are so many different, obviously when you can add another reward by clicking on the add button here, you can, add a tier by clicking on a button, you can delete a tier and so on. So it's incredibly flexible for you, and then it allows you to define how to structure your reward system. So given that those 3 rewards, this would typically be the page where your advocate would see when they click to refer a friend. So they get this their dashboard here, which is unique to them, and here they can see that these are the different tiers that they have. They're currently in this tier here, which is the join the Facebook tier. They need to make 5 referrals to complete this tier, and obviously 20 referrals for this one and 40 referrals for this one. And they get to see their unique URL here, the unique link that they can share with friends. They can copy and paste it on social media, or they can share it offline, or they can send invitations by email. They can add their friend's email here. You can add as many friends' emails here. They can invite by Gmail. They can add a personal message here as well, or they can invite by social media. On Facebook, on Twitter. This will open a Facebook or Twitter box with, remember the message that you saw earlier with the Facebook default message. This will paste the default message into there as well. This other one that I've just clicked here, which is through WhatsApp, this will this will allow your customer to open WhatsApp on their desktop or on their mobile, and then what that means is, and when they open WhatsApp, WhatsApp will paste the default message that you added on there as well. So there's different modes of and different ways of referring, and you can switch those on and off. Um, this gives your referrer an indication of how well they're doing. So this particular example here, I haven't done any referrals yet. I've got no pending referrals so far, and I have 5 referrals remaining in my current reward tier. When the advocate makes a referral and the friend joins, the advocate gets a message to say, "Hey, congratulations, your friend has joined." And obviously, depending on whether they've um, made a depending on how you reward them, they either can get a reward or a link, or they can get an encouraging message to say, you're only one referral away from completing the tier, and they can come back and refer more, etc. And and then obviously when a friend joins the newsletter, they also get a confirmation email as well, all sent automatically through Gather. And then in the email that the advocate gets, it also links back to the dashboard here, where they can see the progress and then make more referrals, etc. And that's how the referral wheel spins, if you like. They get encouraged to make more referrals. They go back. They they then go back to the dashboard, make more referrals, etc. Then they progress to the higher tier, which they work towards getting a better reward, and so on it goes. And that's basically how the likes of Morning Brew, which I've showed you earlier. So I'm just going to go back to my slides here. So the likes of Morning Brew, that's how they've grown organically.